ready to make you happy.
Africa, full of mystery, antiquity, and charming, as well as abundant resources, is the world's second largest and second most populous continent, which are covered by scorching sunshine all year long, and that is why Africa is well known for its heat. The River Nile, which draws the Great Arc from south to north, is the cradle of archaic civilization in this continent. It runs through northern Africa, creating a fertile green valley across the desert. It was by the banks that one of the oldest civilizations in the world began. Africa, one of the most famous and renowned game viewing regions anywhere in the world, is a wildlife enthusiast's paradise. Many animals like giraffe, chimpanzees and zebras in Africa are found nowhere else in the world. Unfortunately, many of these animals are in danger. Their numbers have decreased dramatically over the past century for a variety of reasons. In Uganda, there's an island near Victoria Lake called Gambaland. It is a program to protect chimpanzees which face to danger and annihilation. African children are the future of the continent, and their education is the key to future economic growth and lasting democracy, leading to greater stability and improved standards of living. African culture, arts, and religion, which are also attractive. Today, Africa becomes a place that more and more people attempt to develop trade and travel.
The civil war between the Uganda government and the Lord's Resistance Army has been lasting for 20 years. During this time, many girls and boys were kidnapped by the Lord's Resistance Army and forced to be sex slaves and soldiers. Although they have been rescued or escaped from the Lord's Resistance Army, they still need to struggle for their lives in Gulu.
The LRA has stopped fighting in northern Uganda and moved to the Congo. However, it is still field LRA leader Joseph Kony, who was postponed signing the peace agreement time and again, will never sign the deal. This is one of the biggest refugee returns in modern African history. The future is uncertain, but more than 1 million people are going back home to return to lives disputed by a brutal civil war. Uyama Camp is a sprawling community consisting of several hundred thatched-roofed circular mud huts typical of the villages of the Acholi people. 20 minutes drive from the district of Gulu, the camp was opened in 1996 and at one time housed 60,000 people.
This is a woman's home who suffered from the Lord's Resistance Army. She has been kidnapped twice and forced to be a laborer to carry a lot of luggage every day. If she wants to put down the luggage, the soldier will beat her until she dies.
From that time, even now, I'm feeling very weak, and chest pain is also there. I cannot do even anything.
After 2 weeks in the LRA, she escaped. But she was kidnapped again for half a year before she could escape once more. There was so much kidnapping happening around Gulu at that time that even if escapes were successful, victims could be carried off again.
The first one was 89, and the second one was 2001. I make my mind that I cannot stay in the bush. And by that time, they haven't given me a gun. So I just throw the luggage and jump and run. And I escaped like that.
The LRA had claimed to represent the political wishes of the Northern Equatorial people against the Southerners who support the Uganda government of President Yoweri Museveni. But what the LRA did was soon supplanted by pillaging, rape, and murder that turned their own people against them.
Very much. I hate them.
They should come back home.
They should come back home. Do you feel angry about them, about what they have done? Do you feel angry?
Yes.
For those children who escaped the rebels and made it home, there was often another cruel blow, finding themselves orphaned. Juliet Ogler, a war victim herself, became a guardian of some of the orphans. When we visited her, the little house had burned down several days earlier, and they were sleeping on the street. As a result of the war, she had to leave her home village of Aktak and live in a life of wandering to escape the violence. During those years, she adopted 5 orphans on the road and supported them with food and water.
Have you think of their future, the children's future? Have you think of that?
Yes.
Think of that.
I think of, but I just don't know what to do.
What to do? Just keep them here
Yeah.
and make them safe.
By then, yeah.
For the past 2 decades, government troops have been unable to defeat the rebels. The refugee camps are under the protection of Uganda army troops, with food from international aid agencies. Life is not easy, with 700 to 800 huts barely a meter apart. There is no electricity, no running water. Refugees use wood to cook and lamp oil for lighting in their huts. They hang their cooking tools and small tables and chairs from their ceiling and sleep on the ground. The only support for the victims comes from non-government organizations.
When we started this project, it was at the time of the insurgency, and we did not want to go from village to village. Then the people can come here, and we serve them here. As much as we go out to the villages and talk to them and teach them, they can come here and we can treat them and monitor them. Now we have here, they're going to be joining us soon. We have a doctor here, we have nurses, midwives, and clinicians. This is where we keep our medicine. This is like our store. All the medicine is stored here for various diseases. There's for malaria, there's for cough, there's for chest pain. Yeah, so it's all stored in here. And all this is also courtesy of donations that we receive. We have friends in a church in Norway. They donate every month for us. We have some friends also from the US. They also donate for us. And that is how we support our activity here.